Guys, I know I've been gone for a while, but you know, I'm here now again. Hopefully now I'll be posting weekly, maybe every Friday or Saturday or so. I have been working, and that's why I have been taking my time to post and record and everything, because when I am home, Mateo just literally knocked the fan down. You feel better now? He does that. He complex shit all the time. What are you gonna do? Moving on. So there's been a lot going on this summer, this year. I kind of seen this video that I wanted to talk about, but at the same time I feel like it's more of a serious topic that I have a very kind of, I guess, different point of view than a lot of people, and it would be more like serious and will take me a longer time to post and kind of really talk about. So I decided to kind of go with a more light, I guess, a more light reason or more light meaning, something like that. I don't know. Por otra cosa. Anyway, so I decided that something that I could talk about, it has been, Mateo turned 1 recently, so I was thinking about telling you guys about his birthday, but I'm not sure if that was a good idea yet, so I think that I could talk about that, but maybe not right now, maybe a different day where I'm not kind of like rushed and trying to do everything really fast. So I decided to go tell you guys about my trip to Mexico, the first trip we took as a family, me, Andres, and of course Mateo. It was actually not that long ago. We came back in April or June? June. We came back in June. It was a really nice time. We actually are thinking of moving over there, so, but that's still in the talks, you know, like, we want to, we don't know if we want to, we don't know if we will do it. I just think it's a better place for Mateo to grow up in. But anyways, not the thing, not today at least. Maybe in the future when we do decide to move, or when we decide to stay. Like I said, that's still in the talks. But so yeah, so my Mexico trip, we went for about 2 weeks. Sorry, so like earlier Mateo dropped the candle and it got on my ring, and it's like frustrating seeing it there. It's kind of like all over the thing. Like, no, my camera won't focus great. Nope, it's not gonna focus on it. My ring got candle on it. We have this aroma candle thingy that melts this shit. Mateo pulled on it earlier, and you know, I had to like kind of hold it so he wouldn't get burned, and it got all over me, and now it's all over my ring, and I hadn't even noticed that. And it's really hard to take it off, and I'll just do it later. But yeah, so my Mexico trip was about, like I said, we came back in June. We left the last week of April, the 26th. It was really nice. It was hectic because my dad and my grandma went with us. So we left that night. We left at 10:30 because I thought it would have been a good idea, since that way Mateo could sleep the whole trip there and he wouldn't be crying and we wouldn't be that people in the airplane. Plus, I just wanted it to be easier for him too, and I felt like leaving at night was the easiest thing we could do. So we did. We left at 10:30 from here, from Seattle. Everything was really smooth. Shit got down at the airport when they literally threw most of my stuff, a lot of my stuff away, because I had it on my bag that was on top of with me, which was liquid, and you know, I don't know. Well, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm pretty sure you guys do. You can't have liquid stuff in the top that's more than like 14 ounces or whatever, and mine was for like my hair products and like my face wash and all that were big bottles, so they had to throw them out, which made me really sad, because I was just like, what the fuck, you know, like, I need this for my face and my hair. Like, my hair is like this fucking noodles everywhere. I need this to control it and kind of like, you know, tame it or whatever. So that happened, and right on from there, I was like, this is gonna be a bad trip. Like, I don't even want to go anymore, because it just felt like it started in a bad way. But anyway, so that happened. After that, you know, we got in the plane, we left. We got to DF around 6:30 in the morning when we did escala from DF to Guadalajara. And I've never been to DF. I know people from there, like, not trying to be offensive, but the airport did not smell good. It smelled like piss. I don't know why. It just did. Like a really strong smell. And it was just nasty. And I was just like, guacala, what the fuck? But there was this guy there helping us because my grandma had to be on a wheelchair because she can't walk fast. And we literally had an hour to get our bags, go through aduana, and then go to our next plane. So this guy was like literally running with my grandma, which he was really nice. Shout out to the dude, I don't know his name. And then from there, we got our shit. Again, we got some stuff taken out because they had said that the weight was different from here to over there, and it was still weighing too much. And again, it was my stuff because whatever, they just didn't fucking like me. I had my face cleansers and washers and all that shit because my skin has been super shitty lately. Well, it has been for like 5 years, but whatever, not the point. And I had this new face wash that I was doing, and so they threw one out here along with my hair cremas, but I still had one left, so I was like, fine, whatever, I'll just use that one. But when we got to the F, the aduana guy was like, yeah, no, you can't have this, it's still too much. My dad even got in an argument with the dude because my dad was like, okay, how are you saying it's too much over here, but it was too much over there? Like, doesn't make sense. And the guy was like, well, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. And so we were just like, whatever. Like, we didn't have time to argue. Y ya, nos fuimos al avión. Well, let's go back a little bit. So, ya llegamos a donde estaba el avión that we had to take from the DF to Guadalajara. So, what happened was, only me, Andres, and Mateo were supposed to go to Mexico, but then I told my dad. And my dad was like, oh, I want to go too. And I was like, okay, cool. So I bought his ticket separate. And then my grandma was like, if you're going, I want to go with you guys. So then after I bought my dad's, like a few days later, I bought my grandma's. So I thought that we had bought them all in the same plane, on the same vuelo from here to Guadalajara, from here to DF, and then from DF to Guadalajara. But I guess I only bought the same one from here to DF. So when we got to DF and we were getting on our other plane, me and Andres and Mateo, of course, were on the same flight. We were on linea. They were like telling us where to sit. And then came my dad and my grandma. And they were like, oh no, you guys are not on this flight. And I was like, what do you mean they're not on this flight? Like, I bought the tickets for them. I know they're on this flight. And she's like, see, what happened was that they are on the flight that got here. But the next flight is delayed for them for an hour. And I was like, what the fuck? So my grandma from there was beefing. She was like, I thought you was, because she thought that she was going to stay by herself. And I was like, bruh, my dad even told me, he's like, your grandma can't stay here by herself. And I was like, no, I didn't think she was going to. But so it turned out my dad was in the same flight as my grandma, but they had to wait an hour. So it was just like, what the fuck? So we left in our plane flight. My grandma and my dad stayed at the DF for a whole other hour while we got there. So basically when we got to Guadalajara, my dad and my grandma were barely leaving DF, and we were all going to leave in the same car to Nochislan, which is literally a 2.5 hour drive from Guadalajara. So that happened. We left from, we got to Guadalajara. Worst shit happened to me. Still fucking embarrassing. I was wearing white sweatpants because they were comfortable. I wanted to wear sweats. Those were the ones I had gotten. So I was wearing those just to get out the fucking airplane. And Andres is like, dude, your clothes está manchada. Like, que se te cayó. And I was like, I don't even know. Big ass mancha everywhere on my pants. So literally right away, cuando me bajé a la carrera. We had rented a car, or reserved a car, but because of this, my clothes got manchada. I had to get out. I like wanted to change really fast because it was embarrassing, you know. Like I was wearing white pants, estaban manchados, and it was just like, what the fuck, you know. And so we got out really fast. Keep in mind, it was just me, my husband, y el bebé. Con todas nuestras mochilas. We took 4 bags and 2 on top with us. So it was a lot of stuff. And then, so we got out. Andres gave me his sweater, me lo amarré. But didn't cover the whole manchas because I don't know how my pants got, like, I don't know if it was leche or food from I don't even know what it was. It was just so bad. And, like, that happened. So, like, we got out really fast. There was a baño there. And I went and, like, changed. And then I, like, went out again to help Andres get the bags. So that took us maybe like 10-minute delay right there. Just on me doing that. And then I got all my bags, but because we were in a hurry, no nos fijamos dónde estaba el lugar para rentar los carros. So it was kind of like, fuck, what are we gonna do now? And I tried to go back in, and the lady told me, she's like, if you go back in without having a flight, like, los federales are gonna tackle your ass. And I was like, yeah, no thanks. I'm good, love. So I didn't do that. Y ya nos fuimos a la sala de espera where my uncle had gone to pick us up. He was gonna take us in his car since, you know, they were gonna take us anyways. My grandma and my dad, because they said that I didn't know how to drive. And they said I didn't know how to drive over there. And so that happened, and I was like, okay, fine. So we, like, looked for him, and it was him and my grandpa that went to the airport to get them. And then we told them what happened. They were like, yeah, like, you guys can come with us and everything. So we went with them. But we had to wait again for, like, an hour and a half for my grandma and my dad to get there. And when they got there, like, we had to look for them. Then we all, like, kind of regrouped together. Y nos fuimos. Y ya nos fuimos a Nochislan, which was like a 2-hour drive, like I said earlier. Most of the time, Andres, I don't even think Andres slept. I knocked out. As soon as we got in the car, maybe like 30 minutes later, I knocked out, and I don't remember waking up until we were like 15 minutes away from my grandma's house, which is where we stayed at while we were in Mexico. And then, you know, I kind of wanted to tell Andres, like, where everything was, because honestly, I love Nochislan. It's a beautiful place. It's a little pueblito. It's now a city, I think. But when I lived there, it was a pueblito. People are really nice. There's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of things to see. It's just different. So I kind of wanted to show Andres, like, where everything was. So I woke up in time for that. And then we got to my grandma's house. My tias were there. My tia Esther, my tia Enedelia, and my uncle, and of course my grandpa was with us. And my dad's girlfriend wasn't there yet. She got there, like, later. And I think my cousin Marisol was there. But yeah, so they were there. They said hello to us. We say hi. We kind of, like, regrouped. I showered right away because it was so fucking hot. Oh, going back. So we stopped in Tepatitlan, where we bought horchatas and, like, comida. No, not even comida. Just horchatas and gusgueras. We stopped there for maybe like 15 minutes. So we stopped there. We seen, like, this little kid that, like, I don't even know who he was. But he was at my uncle's llantera. We stopped there. They were going to pick up some rims for my other uncle. So we stopped there, got that, bought some food, bought some machatas, bought some gusgueras for the trip. And then we were on our way to Nochislan. And after, like, 30 minutes from that, I fell asleep again. Me and Mateo, because I know Mateo knocked the fuck out, because I was holding him. So yeah, we got to Nochislan, nos bajamos nuestras cosas. We got ready to where we were gonna stay. No, Mateo, to where we were gonna stay at. Hi, Papas. Say hi, Papas. We got ready to see where we were gonna stay at and everything. I got in the shower because it was extremely hot. It was in like 90 degrees, 80 maybe. It was like 90 something. It was fucking hot as fuck. So that same day we got there, I don't think we did that. I think they made food at the house. So when we got to the house, they made food there. We ate there. We went to the centro that same day though. Fui a comprarme una nieve de queso. My dad took me because, you know, he took me to get nieve with him and his girlfriend, which was the first time I met her. She was okay. Like, I don't have anything against her. She's not my favorite person, but like, I don't have anything against her, to be honest. And so that had, like, I met her, say hello to her, whatever. She was fine. Dude, stop. Damn, dude. So good. And so, yeah, we went to the centro. I showed Andres around for a little bit. Then went home. Went to eat tacos and quesadillas because, hello, that's what you go to Mexico for. Eat, bitch, eat. I ate so much shit when I was over there. It's not even funny. Like, I think we spent most of our money was spent on food. Andres, can you please come get your son? What are you doing? Are you smelling your pedos? Were you really?
No. Fuck, are you stupid or are you stupid?
You feel better about yourself now? You can sit with me as long as you stop grabbing shit. So that was the first day. Then we went to the Globo Festival, which is really fun. There's like, what are they called? Those globes in English. Air balloons? Air balloons that people can get in them, but we didn't because I'm a pussy. And I'm scared of heights when you're like floating. So I was like, nope. But we went to see them. It was really fun. They like did break dancing. We went to see the bandas too. There was like a banda concert going on. Una banda guerra. I think that's what they called it. The people, but it was fun. So that's what we did most of the time. Andres went to the... we went camping. Oh my god. We also went camping, which was a lot of fucking fun, to be honest. And I, like I said, my dad had told me that it was haunted. We went to my family's rancho. And my dad had said that the area where we went camping was haunted. And it might have been because we seen some dude walking like at 5 in the morning, maybe 4 in the morning. Early as fuck. Like, buenos dias. And we're like, buenos dias. But literally there was always somebody awake because there is lions there. So somebody had to be awake at all times if you didn't want to get ate by a lion. So yeah, but it was fun. We went to the store that same day. We went camping like en la mañana cuando we woke up para hacer de almorzar. And on our way back from the store, juntamos nopales, which was I hadn't done in a while because obviously here there's no nopales. And it was nice, you know, kind of just hanging out with my family, them getting to know Andres and Andres getting to know them. And I know he liked it because he didn't even want to come back anymore. And to be honest, neither did I. Like, I enjoy Mexico. Be good. Be good. And it was a lot of different things that we did over there that we hadn't gotten a chance to do here. So that was that day we went camping. When we went camping, it was just me, Andres, Mateo, of course, my dad and his girlfriend and his girlfriend's kids. And then my cousin Marisol, her husband, and like her baby. And it was only us. But then like the día siguiente, all of my family went. My tias, my grandma, my grandma's sisters, my other tias, my cousins. Like just a lot of family came. We did carnitas over there. They made carnitas. They made something else, but I think it was like ensalada and like beans, and we ate there hella. And then we went to the cave, which was a lot of fun, like a long walk. Then we got to drive the moto back to the pueblo, and kind of, you know, still. We went to the cave and we drank water from the cave, which is clean water. It's not dirty. It's literally that pure water. It's like what's it called? That water that everybody drinks, like expensive one, la fancy water. Pure? No. What's it called? The Sani? No, it's not the Sani. ¿Cómo se llama la fancy water, man? With the blue cap.
Fiji water?
Fiji water. It's like from that same thing. Except for, you know, that one's free. It's purified water. It's really good. Yeah, it was really good. And we took some to the house. People fell. It's hilarious. But it was honestly mainly just spending time with my family. Them, and of course Mateo loved it over there. Okay, this fool would wake up earlier than us and go outside all by himself, hang out outside with my tias and my grandma while we were sleeping because he just would get off the damn bed. He learned how to walk over there better. Like, he was already walking when we left, but he was like barely taking any steps. When we came back, he could already walk really, really well. Like, he still falls and stuff, but like he will walk better when we came back. And he just loved it. I knew he did because he was always out grabbing bichos and whatnot, playing with the plantas, going up the stairs, and just eating so much food that he hadn't ate here, that he ate over there. Tacos, we went to the tianguis, we went to the plaza at night, and just kind of really got to see how Mexico is, and it is a lot different than when I was over there, than when I lived there. They have rebuilt a lot of things. They have made it look different, and just, I'm grown now. I was younger when I lived there. I didn't do many of the things I do now, like take care of a kid, for example, or like drink and shit. I mean, I didn't even drink though, to be honest. I got drunk. I didn't even get drunk. I had maybe a few beers here and there, but never got drunk, which I did want to, but you know, I had to watch this kid. Look what he's doing right now. Can you please stop? But that was mainly what my trip to Mexico was like. It was really nice. I'm hoping to go back again. I did go recently, like a month ago. Not even a month ago. Yeah, maybe like a month ago, for a reason that I would have wished I didn't have to go for. But I'm glad I was there for my sister. Maybe I'll talk about that in a different video. I don't feel comfortable disclosing what happened yet because I feel like it's more my sister's story than mine, and it's just kind of like, you know, it was a family emergency, and I'm not gonna say I didn't have fun that time I went, because I did. Like, I got to go out with her and kind of just focus on being with her and getting her mind off of things, and like I got to spend time with my family again. Like I said, that's a really big thing for me. Like, my family's really close, and it was nice to kind of see how everybody was there for her, and in a way or another we all try to like kind of get her mind off things. But like I said, that will be another video, if it even is another video. But our first trip as a family trip was really nice. I'll try to put some pictures from it that we took on our way there and our way back and all that. Some videos that I took over there. Just because, you know, Mexico has always been, it's lately been portrayed as like a bad place to go to. And like, no vayan a Mexico, no visiten Mexico. No, none of that. Estaba very tranquilo. It was really nice. It's not that bad as people make it seem. And it's just, you know, it's Mexico. Good night, babe. He's so sleepy. It's not as bad as people make it seem, and I just kind of wanted to say that we came back unharmed. Like, if anything, people over there are more united and more there for each other. Like, si son, like, I know they're gonna be like, no, que son esto y lo otro, no. I honestly feel like you are more likely to get helped over there than over here. Because over here, people see que te están pasando cosas y nadie se ofrece a ayudarte. Yeah, you don't even have to ask for help. People see you need help, they go and help. And that's something I really love about Mexico. And those are mainly, like, the people's values. And I want my son growing up to see, like, if he sees that somebody needs help, that he, like, luego va a ayudar y no se espera que le pregunten. And I'm not saying that that's not something that he can't learn here. I'm just saying that it's more likely that he'll learn it over there, just because he'll see everybody else doing it. And it's just a smaller place where, like, not a lot of things are normalized, like, out here. I'm not saying that what people are normalizing is bad. I'm just saying that some things shouldn't be normalized. Like, it's okay for people to do it, but it's not normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, that's a more different topic. I'm already getting off topic. This was supposed to be about just my trip to Mexico. But I just kind of want to close it by saying that it was a really nice trip with my family. With my little family, with my husband and my son. I'm glad that he liked it. I'm glad that he enjoyed his time over there. I'm glad that he enjoyed the food and he didn't get sick. Although he did break his finger, which, oh my God. Okay. Last thing, y nos vamos a dormir porque ya es bien noche. My husband works tomorrow y me tengo que levantar temprano a hacer lonche. Una semana antes de que nos viniéramos, se fue al rancho with my grandpa and my dad and my uncle and my cousin. Y hay cercas, allá hay cercas de piedras en el rancho, separando para que el ganado no se salga, or like, separando land from a different land, or whatever. He didn't know what it were called. He said there was a thing of rocks. So I was like, a thing of rocks. Didn't know what he was talking about. When he came home, had his finger all bleeding, his nail falling off, and I was like, ¿qué te pasó? He's like, se me cayeron unas piedras. So I didn't know what he meant until my dad was like, una cerca se cayó, y he tried to hold it so it wouldn't hit my grandpa. Which is a really nice thing. Like, oh, for that, like, it's really nice of him to have done that. But instead of doing that, he should have, like, walked back. But he didn't. So le cayó una piedra en el dedo and his nail got smashed. His nail got smashed, started coming off. So I told him, I was like, si quieres te llevamos al doctor. But honestly, I was like, it's just your nail's gonna fall off, that's it. He was like, no, it's fine. So, okay, así se quedó until the day we were leaving. So we had to leave that house at like, I think we left like at 2 in the morning because our airplane left at like 7 and we had to be at the airport 2 hours earlier. So we left like at 2 in the morning, and on our way there, we stopped, of course, to put gas on the truck. Mateo, stop. We stopped to put gas on the truck, and when we got to the gas station, he like had a puño de sangre. He was like this with blood, and I was like, what the fuck? He's like, my nail came off. So we like curarlo there. My grandma, my uncle, me, we all tried to curarlo there. And then we like kind of fixed this, stopped bleeding for a little bit. We stopped bleeding. It kept bleeding for like 15 minutes, and I was kind of like, dude, like, do you want us to take you to the hospital right now? Like, we can just make another flight. He was like, no, it's fine. Like, it doesn't hurt or anything. It's just bleeding. And I was like, okay, fine. If that's how you feel, fine. Chupuria my face, boy. Oh. And so we, like, kept going. Kind of fixed it. Stopped bleeding. We got to the airport. And, of course, because his finger was fucked, he couldn't help me. So he was just pushing Mateo on the carriola, and I was like taking all the bags to get checked in and everything, helping my grandma, and it was just a lot. It was a lot, and it was kind of harder because he wasn't able to help me. Okay. And it was kind of harder because, like I said, he wasn't able to help me that well because of his finger. So, yeah, nos llegamos aquí a Seattle. His mom went to pick us up, and she saw his finger, and she was like, Dios mío, Stephanie, why didn't you take him to the hospital? And I was like, yo le dije. He said he didn't want to. She's like, okay. So, that same day, he went to the hospital here. Tell me why he had his finger broken for a motherfucking week, and he still traveled like that. Like, he's a gangster for that, to be honest. I was kind of like, damn. It must have hurt, and he never even complained about it. Like, nunca me dijo que le dolía, nomás he was like, you know, like, it looked nasty, that was it. But yeah, so that's how we got back to Seattle with Andres a broken finger, Mateo burned as hell, me burned as hell. But it was super nice. We had a really good time. At least I had a really good time. I didn't want to come back. I just loved it, to be honest. It's different than over here. But like I said, this is supposed to be only about that Mexico trip. So thanks you guys for watching. You know, subscribe to my channel, like the video if you liked it. If not, still like it, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Nobody will know. But thanks guys, like I said, I'll see you guys next week for sure. I'll be updating videos once a week now, for real. I kind of got my shit under control. Like now I got myself on a schedule. I got Mateo on a schedule. And it's easier now that it's not like a lot of things going on. Only thing coming up is my birthday, and I never even do anything for that anymore. So I might bring you guys with me, but I don't know yet. But other than that, thanks guys for watching. Like I said, have a good night. I don't know what time it is for you guys, but subscribe to my channel and like it up. Alright, tschüss, bye, adios.